Hey everyone, welcome to another video. Welcome to my video about Billy Eichner, the writer and producer and the star of the new romantic comedy Bros. Bros, yes, Bros just came out this past week, and its opening weekend was not very good. They were predicting the movie would make around $10 million in the domestic box office. I think it made, what, four, maybe? I think lower, maybe, but it didn't do very well. Smile, annihilated it in the box office. And, yeah, it happens and stuff, but Billy Eichner took to Twitter and had some opinions to say about people and stuff. And so this is the slow movie week. I thought I'd talk about this because I think this is a great example of how to not ostracize people and market your movie properly, even when it's still ongoing in the theaters. All right, I'll bring out some examples, obviously, but I'm gonna start with his very first tweet. He said, everyone who isn't a homophobic weirdo should go see Bros tonight. You will have a blast. And it is special and uniquely powerful to see this particular story on the big screen, especially for queer folks who don't get this opportunity often. I love this movie so much. Go Bros. Honestly, the last part is really, really good, actually. That's a great way to promote the movie. Saying the movie's special. It's special to him, obviously. He made this movie. And movies like this don't get made often. I feel like they are getting made a lot more often now, but the fact that he loves it and he's rooting for it, obviously, that's a great way. It's a great attitude to have, honestly. I have no problem with that. I love that he says, who isn't a homophobic weirdo. I think that's a little unnecessary to say. I get it. There are homophobic people out there, and that's wrong. I agree. It's very wrong, but I feel like I don't think you should start out your promotion like that. It's like making a movie with a powerful female character and saying oh, if you're not a sexist, then go see this movie. You'll love it and have a good time. Unless you're not a misogynist or something. That's exactly what Elizabeth Banks did, promoting Charlie's Angels. She said it was a feminist movie and that men won't go see it and stuff. And look what happened. Men didn't go see it. No one saw the movie and stuff. And she didn't promote the movie properly. Charlie's Angels was a bomb. It was a box office disaster. And it was panned critically and by the audience. And she did not promote it properly. The trailers were a bit generic, but she promoted this as a feminist movie and that it's made for women, not for men. And she was talking also, she talked Spielberg's well, Spielberg never makes. I sat through Spielberg movies, and when has he ever made a movie with strong female leads? And then people pointed out The Color Purple, The Chocolate Express, The BFG. But clearly she doesn't know movies and stuff, but and again, people had this really distaste for Elizabeth Banks because how she was promoting the movie, and then no one wanted to see it. So, yeah, you have to promote your movie properly. And then Billy Eichner said after this is where people were and he's like, what the fuck do you say? Here we go. That's just the world we live in, unfortunately. Even with glowing reviews, great Rotten Tomato scores, an A cinema score, straight people, especially in certain parts of the country, just didn't show up for Bros, and that's disappointing, but it is what it is. That, I think, was dumb of him to say. Really stupid of him to say. For one thing, having glowing reviews on Rotten Tomatoes and cinema score means fuck all. It really means nothing. The Michael Bay Transformers movies and Twilight movies are all pan movies, and they've done really, really well box office wise. So that means nothing. It really does. And Rotten Tomatoes is not even always accurate either, so I'm not going to even get on that again. But he says we live in a world. What the fuck did he say again? So unfortunately, with glowing reviews, straight people, especially in certain parts of the country. I don't know what he meant by that, but he's blaming straight people for the failure of his movie, which I think is dumb because clearly nobody was seeing your movie. Even gay people were not seeing the movie. Like, I feel like I work at the cinema, and actually most straight people were going to see it. It was boyfriends and girlfriends going to see it as a date night movie. Like, so, like, why is it straight people's fault for the failure of your movie? Maybe people just weren't interested in seeing the movie. That's it. That's it. It's got nothing to do with your movie and what it's about. Sure, are there people who are probably homophobic and they don't want to see it for that reason? Of course, there are people out there like that. That doesn't mean all people. Probably not even most people. Some people probably just weren't interested. It's the Halloween season. People want to go see a scary movie now. And apparently the movie wasn't marketed as like a happy rom-com with like happy endings and stuff. And also a lot of guys don't go see rom-coms, so it's Halloween season. A lot of guys don't see rom-coms and stuff, so like the movie's not really marketed to a lot of people. Also, there's not like a lot of big names. Like, I know a lot of like cinephiles will go see it because Billy Eichner and Luke McFarlane are in the movie, but people like everyday average Joe people go to see movies for like the big stars. That's why like The Lost City did so well. It had Sandra Bullock, Channing Tatum, Daniel Radcliffe, Brad Pitt. Like, even Bullet Train did very well because Brad Pitt's in the movie. Like, when you have a household name, people go see it for that reason and stuff. So there's probably a lot of reasons why people don't go see Bros, not because they're homophobic. And it's not just the straight people's fault. Gay people also didn't go see the movie. There's a lot of people who didn't go see the movie. So just like pointing the finger at like one demographic of people, I think is wrong. Like, straight people, they didn't go see it. It's their fault. Elizabeth Banks did the same thing when Charlie's Angels failed. Like, I guess no boys want to go see my movie, even though she flat out said this was a movie made for females. She got angry that the boys didn't go see it, but the funniest thing is women didn't go see her movie either. And it's the same thing that's happening with Billy Eichner and Bros, that even gay people aren't seeing the movie. And I'm not saying no gay people are seeing it. That's not true. But there are gay people who haven't seen it and probably aren't going to see it because maybe they just have no interest. My sister's best friend, he's trans. He's not seeing the movie. I even asked him I talked to him the other day about the Billy Eichner tweet. He's like, oh, that's kind of bad marketing. I'm like, yeah, I know, right? And he's like, are you going to go see it? He's like, probably not. I'm going to wait for Halloween Ends to come out. I'm like, that movie looks terrible. He's like, fuck you, man. Halloween's awesome. That's how that conversation went. But like, some people just don't want to see it just because they don't want to see it. There's no like motives behind it. They're just like, doesn't interest me. Not going to see it. That's it. That's it. It's not because they're homophobic. It's not because they're hateful people and stuff. So I think Billy Eichner, he's doing a lot of wrong here. He's not promoting the movie properly. Because sometimes, even if your movie's good, it sometimes bombs. Like, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World was a great movie. That movie bombed. There's a lot of movies. My favorite movie of all time, Blade Runner, it bombed. There's a lot of great movies that bomb. You just kind of have to deal with it and move on. Like, bitching about it and blaming people about it is not going to help the movie. It's actually going to make it worse. And even less people are going to see it within the weeks. Because sometimes movies can get a comeback and make better money in its second and third week. But if you're promoting it like this and just pointing fingers at people, it's going to come off very unlikable. And people are going to be like, you know what? I was maybe going to go see your movie, but fuck you. Bye. So I think what Billy Eichner is doing, what he's doing is wrong. I really think so. And I'm not even talking about the movie. I saw the movie. I thought it was just okay. Nothing amazing, but there were some funny-ass moments, and I think Luke McFarlane was really good in the movie. Billy Eichner was okay, but Luke McFarlane was the standout to me, but there's some good stuff in it. I think I would recommend it for the average moviegoer to see a lighthearted comedy. Go check it out. I would never see it again because it didn't really make me laugh a lot, but it was fine for what it was. But yeah, I think Billy Eichner did a lot of wrong here, and he said he's not going to apologize for it, and he said he's going to tweet every day about supporting the movie and getting people to go see it, so Whatever. So, what do you guys think about the Billy Eichner? Do you think he's handling the situation poorly, or do you agree with him? Be like, yeah, fuck those people, haha, fuck you guys. What do you guys think? Comment below, let me know. And as always, like this video, please subscribe to the channel and join the dark side.